A little update into my first week as a fractional worker. Things are going super good. As you might have seen on my LinkedIn profile, I was able to secure a new head of strategic partnerships with my old employer, Channel Factory, helping them with their go to market on their new product, Creator Buddy, which is essentially a media buying platform for emerging creators and the creator economy. So excited to dive into that this first week. But as a fractional, your business development work is never done. So I've made it a commitment to get out there and pound the pavement and try to go to as many in-person networking events as possible, because I don't know about you, but I'm tired of sitting around in my home office in my pajamas, sending emails into the ether. I feel like cold outreach is getting harder and harder with AI, and it's just a lot of noise out there, and it's hard to build relationships if you're not doing it in the real world. So I wanted to show you another cool thing that I found through leveraging Google Events. So I've done a previous video on how do you use Google Events to find marketing conferences, but it's also super valuable for finding networking events. So the difference, I guess, marketing conference is a little bit, generally it's bigger. It's, a destination thing. Maybe it only happens once a week. It's multiple people. It's kind of a trade show experience. But networking events are smaller, and they're happening constantly, almost every single day. You can see just by going to Google Events and typing in the keyword networking events in San Diego today, there's a whole freaking page of them. So literally, I could probably fill up my entire calendar with networking events today. Now, of course, you've got to be discerning and kind of qualify, which ones are worth your attendance. And the reality is sometimes there might not be any that are worth attending. But there was one that really caught my eye, and is going to be the one that I'm going to go to today. This women empowerment beauty industry thing. It's at the NOS School of Business. I'm actually recommending that my wife go to that later tonight, but this is the one that I thought was super cool. So Final Friday, SD Tech, and Pickleball. What I love about this event is it kind of crosses off two things for me today. I try to work out every single day. I'm not always perfect at it, but the reality is most of the time my workout takes me out of the office at least for an hour to go to the workout. And I got to shower when I got to get home. There's the commute. I can definitely jump on the Peloton and do a workout at home, or go for a run and maybe shorten that time. But at the end of the day, a workout is necessary for health, mental wellness, just all the things, especially with trying to be an entrepreneur. But at the same time, it does take time away from getting work done during my day. So what's awesome about this pickleball event is I can go to a networking event. I can play pickleball for a couple of hours. And the reality is I'll be able to cross two things off my list, for the day. I can exercise and I can network, and I can do it in a sports environment where I'm being able to kind of scratch my competitive nature as well. So in general, I'm a big fan of networking events that can cross off as many particular categories as possible. Like, how do you kind of pull networking in, but then layer on an additional element that appeals to people's full kind of components of who they are as a person? So, can you find a networking event that allows you to go exercise, or can you go to a networking event that's around a beautiful meal because we've all got to eat? Or can you design a networking event around some other passion play where you can kind of help people cross off more than one thing on their list? I mean, at the end of the day, people get invited to a lot of in-person opportunities, especially C-suite people. And sometimes just offering to buy them a meal or a coffee isn't going to cut it when, people can buy their own meals and coffees and not have to potentially deal with a business development person. But for something cool like this, if I'm a fan of pickleball, which most people are these days, I need to get exercise done. I think this was really ingenious. It's actually being run by another agency that I've never heard of, which is super cool. So I'll just share it on my screen real fast. So here's the networking events that I was mentioning. And then here's the pickleball event. And then when you click through there, Here's the SD Tech Final Friday Pickleball. It's in La Mesa. There's 9 people already going. We're hitting pickleball prodigies and tech enthusiasts, and it's hosted by an agency called Conversion Factory. So I've never heard of Conversion Factory, so I'm pretty excited to go and hang out with these guys, potentially maybe meet some folks, but most importantly, being able to scratch both of those potential, getting to get my workout in, play some pickleball, and potentially meet some cool people. So yeah, so that's all I got. I think more than ever, I think it's super important to get out there, get out and meet people in person. We're spending too much time on Zoom calls and behind our desks. And yeah, I'm just excited to get out in the real world and network again. So anyways, hope you have an amazing weekend, and